I should probably break my lives up into pieces anyway, because like let's be straight up honest. What one, I gotta close the window again, but I need to break up my lives into pieces anyway. It doesn't make any sense. One of my last ones I did was like an hour long, like almost 2 hours long, and I was like, "What am I talking about? What kind of opinion am I giving? Nobody cares. Like, girl, you're just talking." Anyway, um, uh, long story short, yeah, yeah. Um, I'm gonna explain to you after this after this live what had happened, and it was crazy to me because when I look back, I was like, "Dang, I missed that," and then I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." But this Mercury retrograde is kicking my Virgo ass. Anyway, long story short, we were talking about in class when people were saying that he didn't seem like he was confident about this rocket launch. Like Elon Musk didn't seem like he was confident about it. Why does it seem like it's like out of frame or something? It just seems like it's out of frame right here. I don't get it. But it just seems like he was like not confident about this rocket launch. But it seemed like his crew was excited about it. They were happy about it. They're like, okay, we failed. Why? Why are we excited for the rocket launch to fail? What happened? Like, huh? What? I mean, granted, it's not really failure if you try. So the failure is not trying. So if you try to build something, you try to make something. But yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Why not be careful? Here, move this. Oh Lord. But yeah, um, you know, they just said that he was not confident anyway about the launch. So I guess this is his way of saying, yay, it wasn't good. It was not good. Yay. Let's keep it moving. But when people celebrate the fact that the launch didn't happen the way it's supposed to happen, is this because he does not want the world to get inside his brain? People with good ideas. I have great ideas too, but I don't want to tell nobody because I might have to hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? But when you're a genius and you have a good idea, you just don't want the government to get involved or anything like that. You don't want the government to get involved. You don't want people to get involved because you don't want people to think, it's okay to take your experiments and stuff like that. Which, like if he doesn't fix them now, people are going to try to fix them later. It's the same thing with like Einstein theory, and some of the stuff that he didn't try to complete. You have scientists right now, as we speak, trying to still complete Einstein's theory. And some people even trying to beat Tesla. So it's kind of weird, but in the same sense, it's like at least you tried. Some of us out here don't even try. Just trying a lot of times helps a whole situation. So yeah, and this is not the original post. I don't know where the original post went. So this is not the original post I had. Next story. Okay. Because let me see where I'm at. Here I am. Have we talked about um that we haven't talked about Toxic Tony yet? honey. Loud Jesus. Be a fence around her. So I don't get what's going on. I don't understand. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I want you to hear what she's saying, and then if you don't understand, I will play it over again. Here it goes.
All I did for her, being a whole fucking mother, bitch, a good one. I would love for her to tell me my faults, but I know my faults. But shit that I thought was gonna be faulty, she never mentioned. I'm lost. I'm like, had pistols, you know. Um, she ain't know my business because she had a good life, but yeah.
I need to see the whole video. I don't know what she's crying about. This is not enough to prove that she's crazy or nothing. But it does seem like she is questioning her motherhood or how she feels about uh parenting Black China. Okay, do we have another one? Do I have another one? Yeah. Let's see. I don't know if this is the full video. So, all right.
My daughter, this is her right here texting me as I'm spraying this out. And Sean don't save today. She don't even save y'all motherfuckers. No, people that give me money while I'm they're texting me right now. I never got a text about it. And if you come over and you gave money, you did fiery hot shit, I will motherfucking scissor you. It's my daughter calling me. I'm gonna call y'all back. Hi, mama. Hold on.
It's crazy how all this parenting stuff is coming out because Mother's Day is nigh. Um, and Tokyo Tony be acting like she hard, but she know good and well she care about what her child think about her. She do. She can say she don't, but she do. But she try to pretend like she hard. Like, oh, I'm gangster, I'm gutter, I'm this, I'm that, blah 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 blah. When at the end of the day, she would crumble if her child even bothered to say I love you. It's gotta be hard being a child to a mom that's like this. Like, you don't know if she likes you, you don't know if your mom likes you or not, and that's like stressful. Like, nobody should be going through that type of mess with their parents. They don't. But there's people out there who go through this every day. One minute your mommy loves you, one minute your mommy hates you. You don't know why. That's just what you go through. That's what have you go through. But I stand on what I said. She mad that Black China became what she thought she should have been back in the day. Let me continue. Girl, I ain't heard about I ain't heard from designer in a decade, girl. I ain't seen designer in like a decade. Honey, designer, 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 designer. So the reason he's checking himself into a mental facility, he know he better go ahead and do it before they arrest his ass for indecent exposure, because he got caught choking his chicken on a plane. If you don't know what choking the chicken is, look it up. Okay, look up slang. What the slang choking the chicken means. He was beating his meat. Oh my- That's my favorite one. Is beating the meat. I love when guys just say that. I beat my meat. Like I love it. But he was caught beating his meat on a plane and exposing himself. He said he was just hurting. He didn't get no meow mix on his little trip. Okay. I think I have an article pertaining to that where he said he was hurting and um, he didn't get no meow mix on his trip. You know, back in the day when he was popping, he would get meow mixes, and he's not popping no more. So now, Lord Jesus, let me read to you part of this blog what it said. It says right here, it says the FBI affidavit says a jar of Vaseline dropped into the aisle as he was getting up to switch seats. Oh my God. Why? Is your rehab gonna be the same rehab as the 25th century villain? The 25th century villain said he was going to rehab because he was drinking and driving. Well, he said he was drunk and he was driving. He was hurting too. And so he got arrested with a boner. And it's a true story. He got arrested with a boner. And he came out and said, I'm going to rehab because people accuse him of drinking and driving. And his drinking and his going to rehab was I ain't gonna tell you what he's going to rehab because I ain't snitching on nobody. But it was he had a different going to rehab. I guess you going to a mental facility. He didn't get no meow mix. They stingy out here too with the meow mix. Y'all seem to be stingy out here with the thing too. I don't know why. But people are stingy now. People are getting it's like I don't know, let's just say this. People are picky because we just got through a so-called Pandorica opening. So people are picky about who they mess with because they don't want to get nothing from them. You already got the other special friends that you're gonna get from coitus, and then you have the other special friends that you get, which is the Amorian and the variants. No, I'm joking. But the alpha, beta, okay, omega variants. So yeah. I'm trying to figure out why he didn't do it in a hotel room. Like, why were you doing it in a hotel room where you were at, or why you didn't do it in the bedroom you were at, or the bathroom where you were at? Um, there's several places in between the plane and where you vacationing at where you could have beat your meat. But he decided to beat his meat in front of everybody. I'm confused. Does he have an OF? Yeah. Okay. What are some of the other things I want to talk about here? Wait a minute. The grandson of Andrew Lester. Andrew Lester is a guy that gunned down Ralph Yarl, 16-year-old young man. And his son, who is wearing a he appropriating a black hairstyle and saying that his grandfather is has racist tendencies. But you here, sir, with your 3A hair, appropriating a hairstyle that we can't even wear. Let me find out you have a mixtape.
Do you believe your grandfather is racist?
Oh, the irony that he was doing the interview, and oh, the irony of the time. But the irony.
I believe he holds racist tendencies and beliefs.
Why do you say that?
He's just a stock American Christian male. It's older, that's just how they are. It's the conspiracies and weird random racist things they say, and it doesn't make sense. But
I will say, when I was into conspiracy theories, the conspiracy theories did get very racist. There was some very problematic things they said about President Obama, very problematic things they said about Beyonce, but they didn't say those things about Taylor Swift. And I'm like, aren't they worshiping the same devil, or we just saying that black people worship devil versus white people don't? Help me help you out, because right now you're sounding racist. So he has a point with that.
They're just scared.
Now, listen, you're generalizing a lot here about, you said older Christian white males, but what do you mean by that? What do you mean they're scared? Talk to me more, please.
Yeah, just I feel like a lot of people of that generation are caught up in this 24-hour news cycle of fear and paranoia perpetuated by some other news stations. And he was fully into that, sit and watch Fox News all day, every day. Like,
do you believe?
Is this why Don Lemon got fired? Because he let that man say that?
Your grandfather is racist?
There's no sound to this, so.
Of minority groups, and leads people to be doesn't necessarily lead people to be racist, but it reinforces and galvanizes racist people and their beliefs in his living room. And I think that stuff really kind of reinforces this negative view of minority groups and leads people to be doesn't necessarily lead people to be racist, but it reinforces and galvanizes racist people and their beliefs in his living room. And I think,
okay, all right, I have a question. The main question I have is, okay, it's definitely you coming from a racist background because your name is Clint. And no disrespect to Mr. Eastwood, but I'm just saying, I've never met a white guy named Clint that did not have a microaggression, at least. Well, are you related to Beethoven, sir? With the Ludwig is not his last name. Beethoven is his last name. Okay, Ludwig is his first name. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, I'm highly offended by his hairstyle. I'm trying to figure out, are you doing this to piss off your racist Christian conspiracy theorist, Fox News listening, watching grandfather? And this is one of the reasons why Don Lemon got cut. We'll talk about that later. All right. So this is from the Lovely Tea. I saw this on the Lovely Tea, and this disturbed me. I want you guys to see this. This is very disturbing. I should post my viewer discretion is advised picture. I should do that. Viewer discretion is advised, because especially how you look, shouty, girl. Why did I do that? His hairstyle just offended me. Why ain't got rid of my viewer discretion is advised warning label? Gosh. No. Okay. I'm going to play this why this trans woman speaks. I'm going to show that view discretion is advised. I'd rather have view discretion is advised over, but I want you. This trans woman speaks out. Listen to what this trans woman say, and it bothers me. And like I said, this is from the Lovely Tees Instagram account. She has, oh my God, she's a better news person than them people they pay on the big networks. That's all I gotta say. Uh-oh. Okay, let's get back to you sending out terroristic threats to women.
States that are scared, worried, have children that are transgender, lesbian, bi, or gay.
But see, here's the thing. I have no issues with kids in the LGBTQ community. I have issues with a big burly bitch telling me she's going to beat my ass if I don't want her in my bathroom. But go off, sis.
This is a call to action. You need to arm up. Plain and simple. Go out, buy a gun. Learn how to use it efficiently, through and through. I dare you to try and stop me from going into a women's bathroom. It will be the last mistake you ever make. I dare. I can legally carry a gun. So, legally, if I see a viable threat coming at me where I deem it a viable threat against my body or my life, I am perfectly legal to take that threat out. Keep that in mind.
Not one biological woman is a threat to your big burly ass. You understand me? You have the hormones of a man inside of you. So a woman, you don't need to use the force of a gun. All you gotta do is shove a bitch. One and two. Nobody be paying attention to who going in and out of restrooms. Go do your thing, which is standing up and peeing because that's what you do. And then get out. People have to pee. They've been holding it all day. Nobody gives a fuck about you going to the bathroom. I don't. But if you try me, I'm going to try you. I don't understand what part of you still have male hormones inside of you. Don't you understand? It's always the big burly ones. You big as hell. And if you hurt a woman, you're going to jail. What threat does a woman have against you? You have male hormones inside you, heifer. And like I said, most of the time, I go to the restroom. The one thing I'm worried about is making it. Nobody cares that much about you, sis. But I think you need to get arrested, girl. You need to get arrested. You need to be put in prison. You understand me? Because not one woman in that bathroom who everybody is smaller than you. Even the biggest woman is smaller than your big ass, bitch. Everybody is smaller than you. Nobody gonna say nothing because they're gonna be scared of you. And yes, I'm calling police to drag your ass out with the penis. Out with like, there's a bitch with a penis who has a gun. Get her. She made a video on TikTok saying she was gonna kill me. So I'm calling the police on you. And if y'all do see Tara Call the police on her. She threatened bodily harm with a weapon. You need to go to prison. Okay? You need to go to prison, Tara. Clink, clink, and a jink, jink, okay? And they're going to put your ass in the men's prison. Because we ain't got time for you over here fighting women for the toilet. We don't. I don't pose a threat to big burly Shirley over here, okay? It's so big. It's always the big heifers. It's always you big. You're huge. Your body is a threat to a biological woman. And period. Sit up here with the testosterone all in your voice and stuff. You got all that bass. You know you ain't taking no hormones to be no woman. Get out of here. With your big self. You big as hell, girl. All right. There's a trend that's going on. So apparently, because I just saw the Tyrese one. I'm going to show you the Tyrese one later. Don't wait. I went to Tyrese. Did I say the Tyrese one? Have I went past my Tyrese one? I haven't gone past the Tyrese one yet. Okay, we're going to get to the Tyrese one very much soon. But, you know, I'm just going to say this. I one of the women that I really don't believe in child support. I don't. You take care of your child, you don't. I ain't got time to sit up there and file no paperwork and spend time in court just to get you to take care of your child. I shouldn't have to do that. You'll take care of your child, he's going to grow up hating you, or she's going to grow up hating you, or she's going to grow up resenting you. Because that's what happens. And I'm not going to speak ill of you or nothing. I'm just going to keep it moving. Nobody has time to deal with a foolish ass sperm donor. Okay? But this woman has the time of day. So they ordered to arrest Antonio Brown over unpaid child support. This is not a violent crime. This is not a crime of drugs. This is not a crime of robbery. This is a crime for not paying child support. Okay. So came back later that he paid it. He ended up paying it. Let me see if I can find that he paid it. Did I save that he paid it? I don't think I saved that he paid it. But he paid it off. He paid it off. Okay. So another case, I just passed another case dealing with that. Y'all get enough of having intercourse with weird people. So Shawty over here said that her baby daddy was little baby when it was not true. I will be doing an Obsessed Fan podcast, and I'll be going deeper into this. Because she's an obsessed fan of little baby, basically. You know, wasn't the baby because since we on the child support situation, let's talk about this with Tyrese. Lord.
my friend and my family, Attorney Benjamin Crump, to join me. I am asking.
Okay, what he's talking about is okay. Well, technically, it probably is a civil rights issue because you actually what he ended up having to pay. He's paying $10K a month, and then they found out that he has to pay $500,000 in child support. So I will say that it's cruel and unusual punishment to make somebody pay an amount of money that we are not sure if he has or if he does have. I don't know. I mean, it is expensive to have a sugar baby and a baby at the same time. Let's continue.
Asking Ambassador Andrew Young, the ex-mayor of Atlanta, and one of my nearest beloved brothers and friends to meet me. I'm asking Martin Luther King III.
Honey, I'm telling you that these people are tired. Okay? These people are tired. Benjamin Crump is probably swamped. Benjamin Crump is dealing with the mysterious situation that happened in Mississippi with this young man going missing. He's dealing with the whole situation with what's his name, Yarl, who got gunned down by an 80-something-year-old man. Ben Crump is swamped, okay? Then we got the case in Atlanta where this man gets eaten up by bed bugs. So you are asking civil rights activists to be activists for you and your little first world issues while people are being eaten up in prison by bed bugs. But let's go off.
My brother to meet me in the courthouse. That's what I want. And I want this man to do exactly what he's there to do on that bench, according to the law. That's all. You know what else I'm going to ask? I'm going to ask all of the other judges and anybody who can step in and help me out to do a specific review, pull up all the transcripts for every father that Judge Farmer has ever had to be on the bench for. And I want you to pull up the transcripts and really pick up and point out his conduct. My friend and my family, Attorney Benjamin Crump to 22. That way you can set up cameras and you can document everything that's going to be discussed. Because this is all public record and public knowledge, there's nothing confidential about our case. It's all very public. We are going to be discussing Samantha's motion for contempt because she's in contempt of court. We're going to be discussing Special Master's motion for contempt. We're also going to be discussing Samantha's motion for attorney's fees. And we're also going to be discussing my motion for attorney's fees.
Keep that in mind. He said she's been held in contempt of court. Okay? Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. If you're triggered, I'm sorry. Tyrese ordered to pay almost $650K at the child custody hearing. Judge hold him in contempt of court. He was in a Fulton County court on Tuesday bailing Samantha Lee Gibson in court over refusing to pay $10K a month in child support. According to TMZ, the singer was ordered to pay it back in August, but felt that the amount was excessive, along with the judge being racist and biased against him. Tyrese called on people such as Martin Luther King III and civil rights attorney Ben Crump. These people are swamped, sir. To come support him. However, they supposedly never showed up. Because your issue was a first world issue, sir. Judge Kevin Farmer held the actor in contempt of court for refusal to pay. He must pay $237,944 in back child support for their daughter, Soraya, and $399,000 for Samantha's attorney fee. Tyrese was also had to cough up another $17K for the special master appointed by the judge to handle minor dispute in the case. Lord. Does he have it? That's my question. My question is, does he have it? I mean, girl, you simply could have just paid $10K in child support, and now you got to pay all this money because you were holding contempt of court for refusing to pay, sir. And then why you wearing a dashiki? Being ignorant of the rules of the law does not mean you go full badashiki, okay? This is offensive. I'm offended because people who are Afrocentric, some of them are highly educated individuals. So why are you wearing dashiki? Why all of a sudden you're a black man? I find it to be funny to me. Just all of a sudden when y'all in trouble with the law, you're a black man. I'm a black man. I'm a black man and they're against me and they're racist. Meanwhile, your penis doesn't like anything darker than a paper bag. Or dark as you, I may say. But I'm a black man. I'm a black man and this white, what she's half white, whatever. You just paid the $10K. You could have just paid the $10K. You'll get call of people, and then I'm wondering if this is a mental illness flare up from him, because he did finally come out and say that he wanted his wife back, and that he did say this. He said this while he was in an interview. He said that he wanted his wife back, and he was taking certain types of antidepressants to take care of his mental illnesses. So I wonder if this is his mental illness acting up right now. Tyrese X over here. You know, but Malcolm X took care of his kids. I'm just letting you know that. So y'all be sitting up here using that Afrocentric lifestyle as an excuse to be trifling and try to model yourself after Malcolm X. And Malcolm X had one wife and one group of children with one woman. Huh. None of these people came up because they probably was like, what the hell, man? We over here got to deal with this dude that died in prison from bed bugs eating him alive. That guy had a mental illness. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let me be sure that I'm not within an hour. Okay, I got 30 minutes in. All right. If you see anything about a fan, I'm doing a new series on my podcast about obsessed fans. So y'all check it out May 8th. On These Walls Are Thin, I'm talking about obsessed fans. So maybe we figure out who was screaming. Maybe this is what was going on. Maybe this is the person that was screaming. They found out who was screaming like they were in pain. It was this guy right here.
We'll get it over with, man. It's quick you do, the quicker you go. I don't say just please listen to me, man. It's either I have to put you in handcuffs or take your underwear off you, which I don't want to do. I don't want to have to do that to another man. I'm trying to offer you this chance right now. I know you don't want to do it. I need to tell my mother something. You can in just a second. I need to tell my mother. You can in just a second. I'm going to get you for me to my feet down. And nobody want to hear it. Stop.
So what they're doing now is taking him to another cell to kind of get him further away from the courtroom. I mean, the courtroom. Yes, sir.
We'll get it over with.
And you notice no one's knee is on him. He's turned to his side so he can breathe.
Clearly he can breathe because you hear the lung power in that scream. If he couldn't breathe, he couldn't scream.
Now he's grabbing the underwear so they won't be able to grab take the underwear off of him.
Stop.
He said they breaking his windpipe. If they were breaking his windpipe, he couldn't scream like that.
No one's on his arm.
There we go. All right. Take his pants off. Take his underwear off.
All right, so that part is blurred because they found out that he was trying to give his friend some weed. He had weed on him, so they had to get the weed from him because he had sewn it to his underwear. So that's why he said my arm broke. My arm broke because they were getting warmer. They got closer to his drawers and they found the weed. That's why he was screaming, "They broke my arm! They broke my arm! Oh my God, it's the windpipe!" Lord Jesus. I can't with people. Oh, Jesus. Lord have mercy on my soul. Okay. Now all of a sudden we seeing 650 possible UFO sightings. All of a sudden. According to Baller Alert 1.0, it says this was blogged by Cabbage Patch Girl, and it says on Wednesday, a Pentagon officially confirmed that there are over 650 possible UFO sightings are currently being looked into by the U.S. government. The details were revealed by Sean Kirkpatrick, head of the Defense Department All Domains Anomaly Resolution Office, during testimony before a subcommittee of Senate Armed Service Committee. This is the Kirkpatrick guy that was announcing the UFO that was flying over the United States, right? What y'all trying to distract us from? Now y'all want to admit there's aliens?
Airlines will hate me for showing you this flight.
Okay, yes, I can't show y'all this neither. There are some I just want to get.
In this video clip, Ali Alexander allegedly is responding to claims made that there was a 17-year-old who had accused Ali of some sort of, sexually explicit conversation with him over Periscope, something of that nature. Let's listen to Ali describe his understanding of the law, and then let's find out what the real law actually says.
You can have whatever conversation you want with someone who's 17. You got any conversation you want with someone who's 17. Hashtag no tunnels. Okay, that's going to be a thing. Hold on. Hashtag.
I think I want to talk about this later. I need more details before I start talking about this. But yeah, you find out a whole lot of people are messed up in the head. I don't want to talk about, I don't know why I even say this, because I don't care about them two arguing. I want to know if I want to do a coronation live viewing. I showed this. Charlotte know what's up. Charlotte know the whole truth, sis. All right, so you remember I was on here last time I was on here, and I was talking about the whole situation with Imani and the deer that lost his mom. Well, I see why she decided to show out. And I'm gonna say this. So what she did was calculated. What Bambi did was calculated because she know baby girl was getting ready for prom, and that Scrappy was probably spending more time helping her get her dress together because she looks adorable. She looks very beautiful. She looks very beautiful. She looks lovely. And he was probably spending time with his daughter. Scrappy done slimmed down. He was spending time with his daughter trying to get a prom together, and baby felt some kind of way. And I knew it was something. I was like, something is coming up that is centered around either Erica or Imani. And this is it right here. Imani was going to prom, and she can't help but be the wicked witch. So change your name. Your name shouldn't be Bambi. Your name should be Wicked Stepmother. You just tried to ruin this little girl's weekend. You knew that her dad would say something or do something, but you incriminated yourself trying to make this child look bad, and you tried to ruin prom for her. But she still went. She still went. That's how nasty, nasty women are. Women are so nasty today, they will ruin a girl's prom night just because it's not about them. Cinderella went to her ball, evil stepmother. Next story. And yes, a lot of these have to do with obsessed fans because that's what I'm gonna be talking about. Okay. So when I saw this over the weekend, I was like, what in the world is going on?
Well, developing tonight, a widow and her family are now suing Celebrity Cruises, claiming they mishandled her husband's body after he died while they were on a ship last year. The lawsuit filed in Fort Lauderdale alleges that the cruise line left the body of Robert Jones to decompose after dying of a heart attack on August 15th. He claims the body was stored for nearly a week inside a walk-in cooler normally used for beverages instead of a properly chilled morgue like was promised to the wife, Marilyn Jones. According to the lawsuit, Jones, her 2 daughters, and 3 grandchildren are seeking $1 million in damages. Right now, Jones's attorneys are hoping for a jury trial. Well, developing tonight, a widow and her family are now suing Celebrity Cruises.
Y'all notice more weird things are happening on cruises. Granted, you know, I still want to go on one. I still like to be on one or something like that. But it's like you're starting to hear more things happening on cruises, more weird things happening on cruises and happening to people. But not you put it in a drink cooler. Gross.
Ban urban camping wherever possible.
I don't know if I want to talk about it. It's something I'm trying to get to, okay? All right. Is this some real footage, by the way? Says she had an injured right hand. Okay, now I see what they're saying about the hand. Okay. Now, next time I'm gonna come in here, I want to talk about the mass. Next time I come in here, I want to talk about the mass firing. I want to talk about that. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's live. I am so happy. Oh, I got a cough. Bye.